MrBeast is getting canceled for giving water to people in Africa. Big Balls Sydney Sweeney is getting canceled by some of the most attractive people on the planet, and Big Balls was beaten up by some youths in Washington. We got lots to talk about today, a lot of them centralizing on specific themes. The color specifically of the people that were attacking a lot of Big Balls, the people that are attacking Sydney Sweeney, the people that are being fed by MrBeast. You will begin to notice certain aspects about these people that may get me canceled, but really, this is actually a pro-black video. I know, you're probably all surprised. The racists in the audience, they're freaking losing it. They're so mad right now, but this is a pro-black video. All right, now I have to say that black people, because I am pro-black, y'all gotta get your shit together, all right? That is the most backhanded thing I've ever heard in my entire life, but I had to say, I'll be real. There is fatigue going on the internet. There are a lot of people fatigued right now, okay? All right, lots of fatigue happening, and we are going to be doing a deep dive into said fatigue and all these situations, because to be honest, it's getting really scary out there, okay? It's scary. It really is. So MrBeast makes a tweet, the most innocuous freaking tweet of all time, all right? TeamWater is now live. $1 equals 1 year of clean water for someone in need. During August, me and countless other creators are going to be attempting to raise 40 million or give 2 million people clean drinking water for decades each. Donate here, please, to teamwater.org, which I will be linking in the description. MrBeast personally messaged me asking me to promote his thing, even though I make videos shitting on him all the time. So I will be honest. We are doing that, promoting his thing. If you want to donate, go to teamwater.org. It's a good thing. It's a good cause. It really is. Unless you're on Twitter. Because if you look at these very excited black folk in the background that are receiving water from everyone's favorite white savior, Mr. Breast, you'll notice something incredibly suspicious. The closer you look, the more you notice no one seems happy. For some reason, no one is happy about this. For some reason, if you do a little bit of something of a deep dive, you will notice that these are not happy, starving, thirsty African children. If they look more confused, if anything. In fact, there's something very suspicious going on. Now, if you look at the comment section, you are going to see something suspicious. Now, MrBeast did this very similar thing in the past. He dug wells in Africa. Everybody praised him, except for some woke freaks. Some woke freaks are like, you're not allowed to give blame to black people in Africa because actually, it's like white savior-ish, and you're looking down at them. You're actually racist. This happened 2 days ago, and he's getting pushback from the woke freaks. Don't get me wrong, but he's getting pushback from fatigued freaks as well. And this is actually a evolution of society of sorts. Why do they look so unhappy about this? Please do not do this. We have too many of them. You are an awful person. Stop giving resources to people who can't make them for themselves. You are creating a dependent population that will grow. Move to my neighborhood and say to me, give me free things like the other white man did, or I'll kill you. Stop it. It's kind of weird that Africans still don't know how to build wells. You already did this once, and they destroyed the well after a year. Stop being a white savior and leave them to cope on their own. You will notice there is some weird shit going on out here, baby. The fatigue is real. Now, we're going to have to be doing something of a deep dive into this level of fatigue because that is what we're doing today. Now, I'll be real. This is a diabolical situation of sorts. It's absolutely diabolical. It's cinema if you're me and you like just kind of watching the chaos on the sidelines. So I'll be real here. MrBeast's tweet has 90,000 likes. This one saying stop doing it, I don't want them to move to me, as 40,000 likes. He almost got ratioed by a fucking home math. All right, on Twitter, bro. This is diabolical, ladies and gentlemen. You are not ready for the deep dive we're going on today. Now, whenever I see something like this, or whenever anyone sees something like this, to be honest, poster of Sydney Sweeney has great genes, right? That's her advertisement. Then you see possibly history's most unattractive female giving her the finger. I'm not trying to be rude here or anything, but God broke the mold on you, my sister. Okay, I'll be real here. God, my dude, that is a hippo. Okay, my dude, there is something wrong here. All right, objectively, Like, dude, it's crazy that this is happening. Rhinoceros in tights. For real, for real. Now, she is standing here giving the fingers to Sydney Sweeney. This is obviously jealousy, and I'll be honest, people are getting very fatigued that people like this exist. Now, there are a lot of these photos going online. The ones that went viral, I'm not saying this is all of them, but the ones that went viral tend to be, well, of a specific ethnicity for interesting reasons. I've already made a video on the Sydney Sweeney situation. You could definitely check that one if you want. That's not going to be the deep dive of today. It's just another thing that I think is important when we're talking about what's going viral. Now, there's a story that went on in Washington, D.C. This is Big Balls. He is a guy that went super viral. He worked for DOGE, for the government, auditing different programs, and they knew him as Big Balls. So basically, CNN ended up saying, Big Balls is doing all of these things. So this is Big Balls. All right, this is the man, the legend. He goes by Big Balls on the internet. He had ancient racist tweets that people kept calling him out on, and this is Big Balls today. Because Big Balls got the shit beaten out of him. He's not just Big Balls, he is enormous balls. He has lived up to the name. DOGE employee who was brutally beaten in DC for defending a woman has been identified as none other than Big Balls. Big Balls is a hero. Completely and utterly true. Brass balls. Absolute Giga Chad. Saved a woman. Fucking awesome. Now, this is important to talk about because when the media covered this, they said white appearing individuals attacks woman, beats up DOGE employee. Others, CNN called them youths. Teen youths have attacked Big Balls in Washington, D.C. Now, it turns out these white-appearing 15-year-old youths were not, in fact, white at all. So, Donald Trump drops a fucking tweet of all time. Crime in Washington, D.C. is out of control. Local youths, in quotes. Now, this is fucking diabolical. Local youths and gang members, some only 14, 15, 16 years old, are randomly attacking, mugging, maiming, and shooting innocent citizens, at the same time knowing that they will almost immediately be released because the judges keep releasing specific youths. If the youths look of a specific color or race, the judges that tend to be on the woke side of the, autism spectrum end up releasing them. And for basically nothing, for bupkis, they put them back on the street. The youths end up back on the street. They are not afraid of law enforcement because they know nothing ever happens to them, but it's going to happen now. The law in DC must be changed to prosecute these minors as adults and lock them up for a long time, starting at age 14. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by local thugs. Washington, D.C. must be safe, clean, and beautiful for all Americans, and more importantly, for the world to see. If D.C. doesn't get its act together, and quickly, we'll have no choice but to take federal control of the city. Obviously, the libtards are losing their shit. The libtards can't stand this. Oh my god, Trump is threatening to take federal control. We want our youths to keep beating up random women and run this city now how it should be run. But the criminals are noticed that they're not going to get away with it anymore. Perhaps it should have been done a long time ago. Then this incredible young man, Big Balls, my goat, my absolute goat, Big Balls, and so many others would not have to go through the horrors of violent crime. If this continues, I'm going to exert my powers and federalize this city. Holy fuck. Make America great again. Now, he drops this banger. Now, everyone's obviously talking about the federalization of the city. It's so scary. Oh my god, I can't believe Trump would use his power like this to make the world a better place. This is unconstitutional. It's a constitutional crisis, making cities safe. Oh my god! But what a lot of other people are talking about are said youths. Now, you notice he calls them local youths in quotation marks because youths has become CNN mainstream media code speak to say black kids. Now, I don't love that this is what's happening to society, but the reality is it happens. If a white kid attacks somebody, they say white kid attacked somebody. If a black kid attacks somebody, they say youths. Okay? That is what we call propaganda. And people are fucking tired of it. Okay? Absolutely tired of it. Like, there is this two-tier system in society, and I hate it. I really do. It's stupid as balls. So anyway, they actually asked Trump directly about this in an interview, and Trump talked about it.
Are you considering taking over the D.C. police? Is that an option on the table?
We're considering it, yeah, because the crime is ridiculous. I could show you a chart comparing D.C. to other locations, and you're not going to want to see what it looks like. It was just up on television, actually. They were showing it. Now, we want to have a great, safe capital.
Yeah, makes sense.
And that includes cleanliness, and it includes other
makes
things.
sense. Yeah, base. Where's the lie?
Safe. You know, we just almost lost a young man, beautiful, handsome guy that got the hell knocked out of him the night before last. And
big balls.
I'm going to call him now. We wanted to give him a little recovery time. We just put a call into him. They're calling back in a little while, but he went through a bad situation, to put it mildly, and there's too much of it. We're gonna do something about it. So whether you call it federalized or what, and that also includes the graffiti that you see, the papers all over the place, the roads that are in bad shape,
oh my God,
that are falling down, the median in between roads that's falling down. We're going to beautify the city. We're going to make it beautiful. And what a shame. The rate of crime, the rate of muggings, killings, and everything else, we're not going to let it. And that includes bringing in the National Guard, maybe very quickly, too.
So, yeah, he's actually serious about this. Now, you'll notice the person that tweeted out this Trump tweet originally and brought it to Twitter was Elon Musk. Best bros back in action. A few days ago, a gang of about a dozen men tried to assault a woman in her car at night in D.C. A DOGE team member saw what was happening, ran to defend her, and was severely beaten to the point of concussion, but he saved her. The alliance has returned. The bromance is back in business. Not really. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, the leftists are actually happy about this. I kept this one tweet. I could show you a million of them. But this is Brandon. He's a famous leftist account saying, shout out to the noble teenagers in D.C. who are beating up fascists. In my opinion, this guy is a terrorist supporter. He really is. If you are beating up random innocent people in America as some sort of political movement, that's what we call terrorism. I think this shit's insufferable. It really is. But anywho, that's okay, because the left gonna left. You know what I'm saying? That's just the extreme left. That's what they do. They support terrorists. Now, this isn't the only thing that's happened lately. This is a woman in Cincinnati who was beaten senseless. I was probably gonna cover this in another video, so stay tuned for that. Definitely subscribe. Let's up those numbers. But this is a lady who was beaten up by youths. All right, interestingly enough, youths. All right, a city councilor said she begged for this by being white. A police chief said social media is misrepresenting it, which it's not, because she got the fucking shit beat out of her. And a woke judge let the attacker out on $400 bail. All right, so a specific youth beat the ever-living shit out of this woman to the point that she was nearly beaten to death and was released on $400 bail because the judge is woke and the youth was black. Now, realistically, this is not a healthy society. A healthy society does not treat people differently based on the color of their skin. And these youths are, suspiciously enough, getting out on a lot of shit. Here is a youth that beats a white person within an inch of his life at a jazz festival, released on $400 bail. And this is a white guy who leaves tire marks from his truck on a Pride crosswalk, released on a $2,000 bail. This is fucking crazy. This is absolute fucking insanity. And people are tired of it. This is the moral of the story, all right? Now, I'll be real. This tweet was going around. This woman is the reason so many people have black fatigue. So, now, you have all these issues going on in America, right? Right? A lot of people, this keeps happening. People keep talking about it. Even Trump tweeted youths in quotes. All right? So, Miss KFC over here decided to say this.
I think the biggest issue in our generation is white people feeling like they have entitlement over other minorities, feeling like they need to be at least in America, feeling like they need to be at the top of the food chain, and they're not. This country was built off of slavery. This country is built off of immigrants. This country is built on stolen land. Respect the people that you took this from and understand that we are telling you you are wrong.
How do you think white people can do better?
Do you understand how retarded that one sentence is? That one sentence will never, ever, ever de-radicalize anyone, all right? To be honest, white people made this country what it is, 1,000%. They get all the credit, okay? Absolutely, there was slavery in the past, but that's in the past, and you are currently living your best life. Black people in America are richer than black people in any other country on the planet. You are given the best life ever by being in the best country ever, okay? So, with all due respect, quit blacksplaining me and shut the fuck up, all right? People are tired of this. This is not helping your cause, all right? Like, I love how it's stolen land. Stolen land is obviously very important. What the fuck are you talking about, stolen land? Stolen land? What are we doing here? Not stolen from you, that's for sure. Well, what are we doing? The immigrants, we need to bring them back? So, like, when you hear a speech like this, and then she says, what can white people do better?
Better.
Sit down. Sit down. Stop trying. They don't feel like they need to take any type of accountability.
Because they don't. Because they did nothing wrong to you. Okay? What, do white people need to forever sit there because their great-great-grandparents were slave owners? With all due respect, and I am going to say this with love, everyone's grandparents were slave owners. You go back in time far enough, your grandparents were slave owners. All right? Also, everyone's grandparents were probably slaves at some point too. Because you know what? That's history for you, whether you like it or not. Like, what are we doing?
Why our country is the way that it is. I think the biggest issue in our generation is white people feeling like they have entitlement over other.
Yeah, anyway, so when you hear stuff like this, after you're seeing people get out of every situation on the planet, bro, every situation, this guy beat a white man within an inch of his life, released on $400 bail. Here you have black youths, released from prison immediately after beating Big Balls to within an inch of his life. All right, you have endless shit that you need to deal with. And you hear this coming out of the mouth of every woke retard of all time. So, realistically, there are other clips going viral everywhere. Every day there's another one, and people had enough. All right, like, look at this and tell me this isn't some fatherless shit. Like, what are we talking about? Well, why does this need to happen, bro? And everyone's just taking it. Everyone's just dealing with it. You know? First of all, this ain't on the news, all right? The news does not want to talk about the youths, okay? That's first. Second of all, if they actually had a dad, he would slap the shit out of them and they would never do it again. So, like, for whatever reason, this is insufferable. And these clips are everywhere. It's not a one-time thing, all right? You don't understand how common it is these days to get these clips. So this is a black lady saying, yes, black fatigue is real, and yes, we all have it. Yes, we are tired. The coddling of black people, which this society has taken part in, is coming to an end.
It's not racist to call black people out for their behavior and what they're doing to society at this moment. I'm glad people are noticing this because it's been so many years and it's finally catching up to y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all that white people are tired of y'all. I'm tired of y'all too, but everybody, the world is getting sick of y'all and y'all's bullshit. I'm so glad this day is here. I've been trying to get out there that you people need help. Me, but me and other black conservatives. We've been trying to warn society that this is what it's going to come to when y'all keep coddling black people. They're going to see themselves as higher ups. They're going to see themselves as untouchable because the world wants to not be racist towards them. It's not racist to call black people.
So realistically, when you see all of this shit, and you see people coming out to say this themselves, and she's not the only one, by the way, there is a slew of black people making TikTok saying that we have black fatigue. Because I've said this many times, many times in the past, and I'll say it again. I think the number one cause for racism against any race are going to be the assholes of that race, all right? You know why people hate black people? People hate black people because some black people are assholes. You know why some people hate Jews? Because some Jews are assholes. You know why some people hate white people? Because some white people are assholes. And realistically, this could go forever and forever and forever, on and on and on, to every single race and every single group. And that's how these stereotypes exist. That's how they persist. And that's how they keep pushing. Now, when you have a society that's literally sitting here coddling the assholes in specific communities, specific youths, okay? Right, specific youths get better treatment than other youths, if you know what I'm saying. People don't want to deal with that shit. Unreal. What's a white person stereotype? I don't know, thinking that you're superior. I guess that's a stereotype for white people, like a racist stereotype. But there's infinite of these everywhere. They don't season their food, that they have no culture. Like, I'd say that these are white person stereotypes. Like, that aren't necessarily true at all. But you know, that's what you hear be said all the time, you know?
Black fatigue. This video might make you uncomfortable, but it needs to be made. There's a growing sentiment, most recently, of individuals who are proclaiming they do have black fatigue. And you don't have to be a non-black person to have black fatigue. What does that phrase actually mean? Essentially, black fatigue is a growing weariness of the actions of the quote-unquote black community. But it goes deeper than that because we are in 2025 now. and we are being judged based on the content of our character and not the color of our skin. But the interesting part,
isn't that kind of what the entire black community was fighting for forever? Being judged on the content of your character? Like, isn't that literally what, like, MLK fought for? Isn't that kind of the movement? Isn't that what we should have strived to do? But we have gone so woke that once again, black people, primarily on the left, are trying their absolute best, in my opinion, their absolute best to say, no, judge me on the color of my skin, not the content of my character. Because even if I'm an asshole, you owe me, because my grandparents were slaves.
Part is the lie that's been sold to the black community in particular is that the color of our skin dictates the content of our character. That's why in the black community, sometimes you'll hear people say, oh, you are acting white, when they're talking to someone like myself who doesn't act the way most people would expect.
Is that a real thing that's said in black communities? You're acting white? No! No! Wait, oh, no! Bro, that's gotta be the equivalent of calling a white guy the N-word, bro. That has got to be the same thing. Oh my
black person to act. In their minds, there is a correct way to act black. And the people in your ethnic group who fulfill those very negative stereotypes, those are the ones who are going to essentially drag down the collective whole. And that's why there's individuals who are black who do and can have black fatigue, because they see how damaging it is to see the worst of us attract all this negative attention that then unfortunately gets ascribed to the entire race all too often. But what's unfortunate is here in 2025, now we have to contend with the fact that there's people who are so sick and tired of seeing those negative aspects, those negative individuals.
It's real, it's true.
Attracting all this attention.
You know what the funniest thing? I feel like the woke era was the breaking point for so many people, because in the minds of like your average guy in America, you were so fucking accepting and it still wasn't enough. You did everything. You did everything. You spoke the way they wanted you to speak. You acted the way they wanted you to act. You treated them the way they said they wanted to be treated. You did fucking everything. And it wasn't good enough. And they wanted more. All right? Like, if you push away your greatest ally, they'll become your greatest enemy.
That's what is spurring this black fatigue. I think it's something that needs to be talked about. And until we turn inward and address the issues in our own communities, I fear that this is only going to continue and get worse. And that's exactly what the powers that be want. They want to have us against each other instead of us against those who are really pulling the strings in the back.
Yep, that's what's happening. For some reason, there's a manipulator walking around. Throw those neighbors in jail. I got the news right here. That neighbor is guilty. Yeah, bro's cooking. Bro's fucking cooking. No, but realistically, I think, whatever. No one asked for my opinion here. But, you know, so many people keep going. So many people keep going. This is a trend. Everyone's talking about it.
Black fatigue is when I can hear you 10 hours away in Walmart with your 5 fucking kids. Black fatigue is when you have no home training and you have no idea.
Again, in my opinion, that doesn't describe black people at all. That's just basic fatigue of bad manners. Fatigue of people that are not acting with basic Western ethics, right? This is just fatigue of basic unruly ghetto shit. Now, again, it's often prescribed to specific youths, but yeah.
Idea how to act in public. And a lot of it is culture. I've been in the hood. I've been in the fucking schools and the projects where I was the only white girl there, and I can 100% guarantee you that it's culture. When majority of y'all know someone who has been unalived by another black person, way more than any instance of a black person being unjustifiably unalived by the police, that's black fatigue. As well as donating to Carmelo Anthony and Rodney Hinton Jr.
True! If you're donating to a black guy that's a murderer just because he's a black guy, you're a retard. You're an absolute retard.
When you aren't able to hold your own
fatigue of bad character, fatigue of bad culture,
community accountable, that's a problem. We're not going to sit here and act like this is new now.
You can't criticize culture because criticizing culture makes you racist. Well, I do appreciate that people in my chat are warning me not to criticize culture, but if you have a culture that is celebrating single mothers raising 5 kids alone, if you have a culture celebrating like literally glorifying, cheating on your wife and shooting people and taking drugs and rap music, I think that's definitely worth criticizing. Absolutely. I like as an example. All right, you listen. You got to pick your heroes, and if you pick shitty heroes, then there's something wrong here, bro. There really is. Again, I'm not saying that it's an inferior inherently culture. I don't think that's the case per se. I do, however, think that there's a reason why the abortion rate in black communities are the absolute highest in the country. Like you know, you see these statistics and it's like, I don't know what it is, but fix it, please. Please. Like, I love you guys. Really. I don't like seeing people killing each other and shit. I hate it. Every time I see a racist person, it makes me upset. You know? It really does. I don't want people to hate black people. I don't want there to be an excuse to hate anyone.
Now, because now white people are speaking out, especially when we've been told for so long to feel sorry for our whiteness and that we have white tea privilege.
Completely true. Completely true. Well, white people need to feel sorry that they're white? Like, come on, dude.
Whatever the fuck that means. For something no white person alive today did, and no black person alive today has experienced, there is no way that y'all thought that we would be quiet for this long. You know, having us on our knees, kissing BLM's feet, still begging for the reparations that you are not fucking owed because you did not go through what your ancestors went through. Nobody cared about race until you started blaming white people for all of your current problems. We're just untolerating it.
True. She's right. She's right. And people are actually comfortable to talk about this. Like, I don't know if you remember, or if you've been paying attention to what modern culture was like. Do you remember George Floyd? Oh, George Floyd. The Floydening happened, and everyone kissed the feet. Kissed the feet of BLM. They really did. And you know what? You know what BLM did? They burnt fucking cities to the ground, baby. They did, realistically. And they scammed a lot of people, actually. Now, interestingly enough, this is crazy. This is wild. This is a, from what I understand, American family that went to Jamaica on vacation. And the Jamaicans were fucking furious that they were polluting their sea. Like, bro, there is something wrong here, and I can't quite put my finger on it. I cannot quite put my finger on it. Anyway, realistically, there's a lot to talk about here, and it's a big topic. And honestly, I think it's important to know what's going on, to address it properly, and to improve it. This guy, IBZ, made a video of fatigue. So let's dive in, baby. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a bit of a deep dive on the current conduct of the world, bro. But you don't understand. We've gone from good for MrBeast, he's building wells in Africa, to MrBeast should stop feeding black people, they might move to our country. And that is a really scary culture shift, but like a really diabolical fucking culture shift. It really is. Oh my god.
Start this video. This is such a topic that needs to be approached with such care so people don't think I'm a racist. Listen, there's a thing.
I mean, you know my response. You know my response anytime someone calls me a racist, right? Because I know I'm not a racist, so I don't care. Like, when people call me things, I really don't care. But this is my response. When someone says, Nux, you're a racist, do you know the response? So? And they're immediately destroyed. Immediately destroyed. It's over. Like, what are you gonna do? I don't care about how you label me. I am a good man that tries his best to do what's right for me, my family, and my people, okay? All right? My fellow human, okay? So I don't care how you label me. Your labels mean nothing. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer, and that shit is debauchery. It is. It's fucking evil. Oh my god. Insufferable to need to deal with this, man. For real, for real. Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Oh my god.
Out there called black fatigue. This is where American people are getting kind of sick and tired of ghetto people. And coincidentally, these ghetto people just happen to have black skin.
It's a coincidence, guys. There's no racism. Zero racism. The reason, ultimately, why I decided to make this video, it was the MrBeast thing, for sure. Watching the pushback on that, because I thought that was insanity. Like, it was wild to see that happen. And I, like, actually understand their perspective, which is so sad. It's so sad that we got here. It really is. And also the youths thing. You have people beating the shit out of white people, and they just let them out on $400 bail because the judge is woke. What the fuck? What kind of a society circus clown show are we running? Even Trump called them youths. okay? People are beginning to notice that pattern recognition is not necessarily racist.
Black fatigue does not affect every single black person. It's not like people are going around and seeing a black person and being like, oh, these black people, I can't stand them. No, there's a reason, and there's a decently good, you know, I'm not even gonna explain it.
People are so scared to say this out loud. It's so funny, because people are so scared to get that label racist on them. You have to realize that labels don't matter, okay? Nothing matters, all right? Absolutely nothing matters. For whatever reason, okay? And I can give you a million of them. For whatever reason, society is coddling crimes committed by black people more than by white people because they don't want to look racist. And white people had enough of this two-tier system. And black people are basically incentivized to do more crimes because they don't get punished as severely. It is literally bad on both sides. It is degrading black culture, and it is making white people fatigued. It really is. It absolutely is. And it's a problem. It's a problem on both sides, and it shouldn't be tolerated. So yeah, get married, stick with your spouse, don't get rid of them, stick with your spouse, have kids, and slap the shit out of them if they fucking destroy a grocery store.
Just roll some clips and you'll probably understand what I'm talking about.
Bro, what is this?
Oh, I better back it up. Whoa.
Bro, there are like smoke detector chirps in every single one of those clips. Like I'm not even trying, bro. Listen to that.
Oh, I better back it up.
Smoke detector chirp. Did you hear it?
Whoa.
Obviously, it turns into a 2v4.
Like, bro. Like, dude, this is like, why is this happening?
I'm assuming that after you've seen these clips, you can now understand exactly what I'm talking about. And I just want to make it perfectly clear that this isn't every single black person.
Obviously. I know that people are going to say that is what I'm saying anyway, because they like to take me out of context and make me look bad. And I don't really care at this point. People do it so often. Like, the amount of slander I get is absolutely diabolical, just because I speak the truth. But listen. If everyone's coming after you, you're probably doing something right. I'll be real. Yeah, true. But if you want some reality slapped upon you, this is absolutely unacceptable behavior. And these people need to fucking grow up and work on themselves and work on their families, because this shit will only make white people hate them more.
I have some black friends, and I know a lot of great black people.
Oh, true, I have a black friend, so therefore I am also not racist. I should have said that in the beginning of the video. Fuck, I forgot. I have a black friend, therefore, every time I say the N-word, I say it with glee.
But I feel like even if you're a black...
Nuclear, that's my N-word, nuclear.
Black person seeing this, instead of claiming I'm racist or calling me racist, you should be getting upset at these people for making...
True, why be upset at a white person when you could be upset at black people instead? Oh, base! No, I'm kidding. Obviously, that's not the case. Obviously, that's not what he's trying to say here. True. I've said this before, I'll say it again. I think that the worst cause of racism in every single race is assholes of that very race. That's right. Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, sir. I think more people hate Jews because Jeffrey Epstein is a Jew than because Nick Fuentes wants to kill the Jews. I really believe that. I 100% believe that. I do. Because that dude was a fucking pedophile overlord and literally fuck that guy. Absolutely. And I think this is every single time. I think Diddy made more people hate black people than your average white nationalist. Right? That dude is just using people like Diddy to get you to hate black people. Literally, every time. And it's like that every single time. It really is.
You look bad. Every race has bad apples, but the thing is, the bad apples usually get denounced in these groups of people.
100%. Literally 100%. I don't know a single Jewish guy that'll say, well, that Jeffrey Epstein guy, maybe he wasn't so bad after. I got a bad rap. I don't know a single person that says that. Not even one. Not one. Okay? But for some reason, Carmelo Anthony raised $1 million.
Like Arabs denounce terrorists.
Well, some of them. Sorry, that was a joke.
White people denounce, those trailer trash cousin fuckers.
That is true.
For some reason, when it comes to black people, some of them make up excuses as to why the others should be able to rob stores. And it's excuses that...
He's fucking cooking. He's right. Do you not, dude, this is literally a clip that I was considering showing. All right, so this is, a bunch of kids. I showed this in a previous video, right? Here's a bunch of kids trying to rob a CVS.
As a parent?
Yeah, as a parent, you should fucking slap the shit out of them if this happens. I would never do this as a kid. Just I wasn't raised that way. And then the kids made a post later to say, don't think we were stealing because we're black. We were stealing because everyone steals.
I can't afford it. The ball. We fully dressed. We got more money than you, bitch. She make more money than you. She got her own house. She pay her own bills. She got more shit than you. You broke. You ain't getting no more shit. And that was not food inside that bag. That was snacks and toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's what y'all like the fuck.
Matter of fact, everybody steal.
Everybody steal! Everybody steal! And they posted it with their mom. This is a problem. This is a fucking problem. Abso-fucking-lutely. This is a problem. That's animal behavior. Okay? What the fuck does that mean? Everybody steals. Last I checked, one of the 10 commandments was thou shalt not steal. Like, in a country that is founded off Christian ethics, you should be doing better. What are we doing, guys?
The people that are robbing the stores didn't even have in their mind while they're robbing the stores. Like, people are like, oh, no, they're robbing the stores because either they're starving or, you know, due to systematic oppression of
yeah,
but then
exactly.
they're robbing the
That's
stores
bullshit.
are like, man, shit, I need to get me that Louis Vuitton bag. I need to get me that iPhone. Shit, I don't want to pay for that.
Because black fatigue is real. I think society as a whole is there. We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood, that they want to praise this woman.
Did I just hear a white woman say that white people are going through black fatigue? Yeah, that doesn't make any freaking sense. For those of you who don't know, recently a lot of people have been making videos talking about white people going through black fatigue.
Well, black people are going through black fatigue too.
Fatigue is real.
Is that his example? Does he use a black guy as his example of white people saying black fatigue? That's diabolical.
That's a black man complaining about black fatigue.
He was talking about white people going through black fatigue. Everybody is tired of black people. And I believe that a lot of people think that that word wasn't created until recently, but no, that word was already created. In fact, it was coined by a black woman.
Based, we are respecting a black woman by using her term. Yeah, babe, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Yeah, exactly. This is a form of respect, okay?
I actually have the book. You should read it. But let's get something straight. Black fatigue is not white people being tired of black people complaining about racism here in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not really what it actually is at all.
And the N-word meant something completely different too, 200 years ago. Like, buddy, you do not want to be making that argument as a black person.
Black fatigue is the physical and psychological
Wait, was there? No, there's no way. Stop, chat. Stop, chat. You have to stop doing this.
I actually have the book. You should read it. But let's get something straight. Black fatigue is not white people being tired of black people
the fucking smoke detector chirp. I can't. Dude, stop, bro. Stop one more time. I'm sorry.
People being tired of black people.
Oh my god, dude. Guys, stop. No. I don't want. They're doing it. They're doing it, bro.
Complaining about racism here in America.
Yeah, and the N-word meant something completely different too, 200 years ago. Like, buddy, you do not want to be making that argument as a black person.
Black fatigue is the physical and psychological toll of being black here in America.
Yeah, and the N-word isn't synonymous to dude, homie, or friend. Sorry, people just reclaimed the term black fatigue.
Bro, it's like you're not allowed to use a word in a way that it wasn't used 12 years ago. Also, gay does not mean happy anymore. It means you want to suck someone else's schlongus. Okay? Like, guys, stop, bro.
Sorry to tell you, man.
I mean, the literal quote, "I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired," literally came from a black woman. And people making...
Imagine being triggered about this, bro.
Videos are talking about white people going through black fatigue are trying to stop black people from talking about the problems that black people face.
Which is themselves?
What is... Fuck, that's crazy. I mean, like, dude, I think that obviously black people face a lot of problems the same way white people face a lot of problems. In fact, I think everyone faces problems, and I think everyone's problems are definitely tailored partially to their race and their people and their ethnic group, their society, their fucking state, their city. Everyone's race and everyone's situation is different, and therefore everyone's problems are different. But that's what we call life, unfortunately. No one's stopping you from talking about it. But if you beat the shit out of a white guy, a woke judge shouldn't be letting you out of jail, all right? A white guy does a crime, and it's immediately in every newspaper as white guy does crime. A black guy does a crime, and in every newspaper it says youths do a crime. Like, guys, what are we doing? We're tired of this.
Is the #1 cause of black death in Chicago.
I've seen this clip. This clip is fucking diabolical.
Are you serious?
Other blacks killing blacks.
Are y'all saying other blacks?
Yes.
Other blacks? Where's your
He's so mad. It's true, unfortunately, bro.
substantial evidence?
It's right there, dude.
Okay, so someone in my chat just said, a black woman in my chat just said, we moved from our neighborhood to a white neighborhood to escape ninjas, and the ninjas followed us, and the new neighborhood became full of ninjas, and we had to move again. This is coming from a black woman in my chat, guys. That is fucking crazy. Oh my god, dude, stop.
It's the real-time vetted
Where
crime.
does it say it?
Black Americans are 13% of the population, yet they commit 55% of the murders.
Where can you show me that?
Man,
Dude, these are the fucking stats. We all know the memes, okay? 13% of the wizards cast 50% of the black magic. Like, bro, we know the stats, okay?
Let's read it. 70% of offenders were African American.
Oh no!
And let's be honest.
And in real time, oh my god.
White people are not tired of the ghetto ratchet stuff. I mean, if you watch movies like Get Out or even Sinners, it proves that white people want to be black.
This guy.
There's no way this guy, as his analogy, he picked 2 movies made by black people about how white people want to be black, and this is gonna be his proof that white people want to be black. Dude, this is fucking crazy. In my opinion, there are advantages in every culture and disadvantages in every culture. I'll be real. I think the funniest comedians are black people. I think that's just a fact. They're fucking awesome. They really are. I think they're the best actors in movies. I think they're the funniest comedians. That's just my personal opinion. All right, obviously, every group has their advantages and disadvantages. They're also fucking insanely good at basketball. I don't understand. God bless those bastards, okay? I don't know, man. That's crazy.
I just brought up 2 movies that were both written by black people.
Exactly! He picked 2 movies made by black people that prove that this happens.
How white people want to be black, as proof as to why white people want to be black. What? But I do agree with them to some extent. I think it's cringe as hell when the white person is listening to rap music about dealing drugs and shooting people on the way.
I'll be real, I think that's cringe for everyone. You think that's beneficial for culture? Like, in general? You think it's helpful for a 12-year-old kid to be listening to rap music talking about how great it is to become, to kill people and to shoot people and to get into gunfights in the hood and to do drugs and to bang bitches? Like, you really think that this is good for any 13-year-old kid or whatever? But realistically, black 13-year-old kids are listening to this shit. If you are idolizing people that are doing drugs and shooting people and banging bitches, then what does that say about you? That is what you idolize. Like, come on, dude. You think that's not going to encourage crime?
To their 9-to-5 job. You guys need to stop that because it's giving guys like this an actual compelling argument. Like, Becky, while you're driving to your Starbucks barista job next to the gated neighborhood, why are you listening to YG My Nigga?
I ain't a killer,
oh my god. What am I even looking at? What the schizo fuck was that?
Are so infatuated with black people that there's actually a real word for that, and it's called negrophilia.
Actually, it's called being a wigger. As in some
wait, he thinks you are literally reverse racist here, okay? Which is just racist all over again. I hate when people do this. It's like, how dare you say that black people want to be white people? Actually, white people want to be black people. What the fuck are we doing? This is the same thing.
Somebody who makes wigs, of course.
It basically means the fetishizing of black people. We see this through music, sports, even art. So no, white people are not going through black fatigue.
I disagree with them on the sports. Playing basketball isn't a black trait. Like, just because you play sports and are good at sports doesn't mean, like, that makes you black or makes you want to be black. But I do agree with the art and music. There is a lot of musicians that have copied black artists and just got away with it. But what is that actually?
That is true, but that doesn't mean that as a whole, white people want to be black. In my opinion, you should be proud of who you are and where you came from. And look, I'm gonna get all philosophical on yo asses, but I think God made you the way He wanted you to be. All right, and He wanted you to be the best version of yourself. All right, and I think there's beauty in all of that shit. I really do. But what are we talking about, dude?
They have to do with black fatigue. Like, I feel like this guy doesn't actually know what black fatigue is. Like, Eminem and Elvis Presley doesn't mean black people get to go around, you know, making gangs, dealing drugs, and stealing shit. And just because some white people enjoy the artistic value of black culture doesn't mean that they value the other part of black culture, which involves that stuff. Like, you can't be like, oh man, like, I enjoy rap music, so I can't criticize these black people robbing a Nike outlet.
Damn.
How does that make sense? Like,
True.
what does black culture have to do with crime statistics and black people being
No, but like, it's such a nothing argument, and I hate when people do this all the time. It's like, okay, so I like Indian food, but also I don't exactly celebrate the Indian poop flinging festivals, you know? Like, like, this is not an argument. Like, I like Chinese food, but I don't eat dog, all right? Like, we could do this every single fucking time, okay? Every group will have its advantages and its disadvantages and its beauty and its art, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything, dude.
Going out in public. When do I become a threat? Well, if we consult the chart.
Sheesh, he's bringing out the chart! Bro, don't you know that statistics are racist? Oh my god, we're in 2025, bro! Oh my god!
Charts here looks about age 5 to 14. Out of 100,000 black people aged 5 to 14, about 5 of them are murderers.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of people calling me racist for saying that there's an Indian poop flinging festival, but allow me to introduce you to Gora Haba, a festival or ritual in India of splashing cow dung on each other. Okay? Alright, listen, man. I'm not here to disrespect anyone else's cultures, but it is a thing that I personally do not find super awesome, personally. Anyway, back to the racist math.
Believe that? Now, a lot of people just try to make it like, oh, man, these people are born this way. You know, this skin color is just like evil, like the symbiote from Spider-Man or something. The moment they turn black, they just become these evil people. And it's like, no, the skin color isn't the one that's causing them to do this. It's cultural factors. They didn't have proper parents. Dad's either...
Bro, what is that? This dude looks like he walked out of Doom Eternal, bro.
In jail or just gone, mother's on drugs, something like that. And they don't have proper parents teaching them, hey, this is right and this is wrong. So then their child ends up like this.
Good. I was born to stay in the hood.
Are you gonna stay in the hood for the rest of your life?
I might.
How you gonna make money?
The government gonna take care of me. All I got.
Oh my god, dude. And you wonder why they're all voting for socialists, bro. How do you get raised like this? Dude, this is fucking crazy, dude. Unreal. Oh my god, bro. Dude, stop! Stop! This is fucking sad. It really is.
All I do is have 8 kids and I'm Gucci. Do you know how much food stamps I can...
Do you know how many food stamps I can get if I have 8 kids? Like, dude, like, what are we talking about? Like, you know those 8 kids? They're literally born as props to get taxpayers to pay for their shit. Like, those kids will be raised to be scum, okay? That is a massive cultural problem. It really is.
I get with 8 kids. The hood is the land of opportunity. I can get a chopped cheese, Chinese food, and Don Julio on the same block.
That's just not funny, bro. Like, we got this little nigga NBA young boy maxing, and you think that's funny? Like,
the child didn't pay for that.
I mean, I don't think he was joking. To be honest, I don't think he was kidding.
Charge him for it.
What you talking about?
The thing in his hand, I didn't charge him for it. No, you gotta...
The baby is literally stealing and saying, hey, you didn't pay for that. And she's like, my baby's not stealing, when it's literally in her hand. Like, I would never see this, ever. I would never, ever, like, what are we doing? My mom would grab it out of my hand and say, are you trying to steal? Like, this would never happen to me. Never.
Come back. He gotta come back here and pay for it, or you gotta come back. No, he gotta pay for it. No, yeah, no. Give me, no, give me, yeah, no.
Ma'am, your line was sorry about that.
I'm in shock. I've been shocked that this clip exists, to be honest.
That, sir, son.
Like, and you don't think this would make the person working in that store fatigued? You don't think someone that sees this won't get fatigued of specific cultural decisions? Like, this is fucking abnormal. And honestly, this is absolutely gonna turn this kid into a criminal. Like, come on, dude. What do you expect anything better for this kid? This poor kid that's growing up like this? Absolutely not. This dude's gonna be in jail. Like, come on. And then they're gonna blame the cops for being racist. Like, do you understand the cycle? Bro.
Please give the man his merchandise back.
No, give me that. Yeah, give me that. Give me that. I'm gonna call the police right now. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Give me that. Give me now.
This was literally
Bro.
the perfect time to teach your child not to steal.
Literally.
Instead, you taught your child the exact opposite, and then when your child goes to jail,
Yeah.
oh my god, no, he was such a sweet child, please, no, he hadn't done nothing wrong.
I mean, it's not just that one clip either. It's a gigantic issue where, like, for example, there are more people arrested in black neighborhoods than white neighborhoods. And the argument you often hear is that the black neighborhoods are over-patrolled by police because there's a lot more police officers patrolling black neighborhoods than white neighborhoods. So the argument made is, well, that means that the police are racist. Why are they over-patrolling black neighborhoods? That's why there's more black people going to jail, because of the over-patrolling. Or maybe it's the crimes? Maybe? Perhaps? Like, it's unreal! It is unreal.
Yeah, they're gonna end up like this, grabbing people by the throat, because this is what they learn at home. This is either what they learn at home, or this is what they learn at in the streets.
And again, this is not being racist at all, in my opinion. I think this should serve as a wake-up call to people. Wake up, okay? Fix your life. Literally fix your life. This is not, in my opinion, what Western values are, okay? These are not American values, all right? We have laws, we have rules, you follow them. And you will be given the best life of any country on the planet if you follow the rules and you try your best. Literally. Like, this is fucking insane.
And they go to the streets because they have nothing going on at home. I've just never seen a white, Mexican, Asian, Native American, Middle Eastern child grab a grown man by its throat screaming at him.
That's crazy.
You gotta stop and you gotta feed them.
Are they opening ice cream in the middle of a store before paying for it? Oh my god! Like, what is happening? This is what we call stealing. They should go to jail, bro. Like, dude, the Bible was very clear, okay? And so were the founding fathers, all right? This shit's unacceptable.
Because one thing about me, when I'm hungry, we gonna make sure you eat. You gotta eat.
I don't give a fuck if this guy's just
What?
TikTok rage baiting by actually paying for the food and making it look like he just grabbed it off the shelves to feed himself and his family. This is so bad for your child's brain, even if it's faked.
Okay, dude, this kid has 2 ice creams. Literally, like 2 ice cream cones. 2 of them. How? Literally, what are we doing? This is crazy. This is literally teaching your kids to become criminals. And you wonder why they get arrested at higher rates. Like, I'm sorry, bro. Statistics aren't lies.
Children are too young to understand what money is, trading money for food. They just think, oh, I'm just getting food, and this area is the place where I need to eat. So they're just gonna grow up to grab shit off the shelves and eat anyways, even if you faked it.
True.
You're gonna have to go put effort into your child, into having them unlearn this kind of behavior. And it's not all black people that defend their people's actions. Some of them
Dude, obviously not. Obviously not. And the issue is that's how this message always gets construed. It's like you criticize someone and you're automatically racist. It's so fucking frustrating. It really is. And dude, this is insane. All right, like, why don't people work on themselves? Like, I was raised, all right, and so I'm grateful to my parents for this. I was raised to work on myself, to try to become a better person, try to become the best person I could possibly be, you know? Like, it's so sad.
You're starting to turn on them.
I carry around a Glock. You think it's for white people? No.
Oh, shit.
I carry that bitch around for my own kind. Do you want to know why? Because some white guy ain't gonna look at a 6 foot fucking 200+ pound black dude with dreads and think, huh, he got some nice shoes on. Let me go get that up off of.
He's right, but unfortunately his own people will demoralize him for this and call him something like an Uncle Tom.
Yeah.
I bet the CIA is looking at the black community destroy themselves like, damn, they're doing better than we did. Oh my god, they're waking up. This one's just a skip, but the attitude of the message is still the same, that he's tired of black people acting dangerous.
Yeah, all right, Josh, wait till we get outside. We get outside, I'm gonna knock you. I called the cops. The white ones.
I'm so glad that black people are coming out and speaking about this issue in their own community.
Oh my god.
If you tried pointing this out as a non-black person, you're just automatically labeled a racist and forgotten about. Like, your argument just isn't even, like, people just tune it out. But when
completely true. This is literally completely true. Everything he's saying is 100% the truth and nothing but the truth. Absolutely. And you say this, they get mad, no one's happy, bro. Dude, it's absolutely insane how 50 years of welfare destroyed black society like to a level that I don't know if racism destroyed black society or just slavery destroyed black society as badly. Like, it's insane. It is insane. Like, unreal.
When a black person talks about it, it's actually listened to.
Don't touch us. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch us, ma'am. Don't touch me, my kids. We gotta go to school.
Bro, this mother has her son stealing school clothes with her.
Ma'am, don't touch us. Move, ma'am.
Holy shit, this is the first time I've actually seen somebody rob a Burlington coat factory with a gun.
My kids I gotta do what I gotta do for my kids.
You gotta do what you gotta do for your kids.
So get a job and pay for it.
So you steal brand new clothes from Burlington Coat Factory. Why are you not at Goodwill? If she was...
You're not in jail. Why are you not in jail for this? And, you know, the thing is, if someone gets away with it, then everyone else does it. Because that's the problem with not enforcing laws. Not enforcing laws incentivizes more people to break them, right? Like, you know, you don't deport illegal immigrants, more people will invade your country illegally, all right? People don't get punished for stealing from your stores, and more people will be like, oh, hey, free shoes, right? They're literally filming it. They're filming this. They're like proud. They're flexing.
From a Goodwill, I could understand that somewhat.
Fine, God.
Go put that in the car. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, for the kids. I don't know what this is, but this does not look like it's for
not that it
boys.
matters, bro.
Also, shout out to the other black lady trying to prevent her from stealing. She probably understands that this indirectly makes her look bad that one of her kind is stealing from the store and is trying to stop that. Either that or she just knows that stealing is inherently wrong and it isn't supporting, like, yeah, queen, you go get your shit.
Yeah, stealing is actually not a good thing. It's actually indefensible. Unless your literal life is on the line, this is fucking insane. Absolute insanity. Dude, literally, not exaggerating, even a little bit, thou shalt not steal is in the top 10, okay? This is basic ethics and morals. What are we doing? You are raising your kids to become satanic creatures, okay? You are, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you deserve it, yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a boyfriend? How?
Hey, no!
Just immediately gets violent. Like, it was obviously joking. This is not normal behavior. Like,
just the immediate, like, snap and go to violence is insane. Insanity. Holy shit. Like, do you see how crazy that is? The immediately cut to violence? Oh my lord. It's crazy, bro. That doesn't make sense. Bro, imagine diving into a Class B felony, like, immediately. Like, how is that a normal reaction? And I know that we're saying that the cops are bad, but she should go to jail. Like, you can't just assault people in public. And the fact that she thought she could means she got away with it.
Immediately, her first response is violence. Like, you can see her calculating it in her head and going through the steps and immediately coming to the step of violence.
Okay, so my theory is actually that she's retarded. All right, here's my theory. Listen up. I don't think she calculated and decided to do violence. I think she didn't get it was an insult. And it took her about a minute to process the insult and then immediately jump to violence. That's my theory. You can let me know in the comment section below.
Yo, chill out, bro. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke.
Bro, dude.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Bro, she is still chasing him.
Oh my god.
It's a joke.
What is this guy?
What? Just a random dude? Just how, bro?
Hey, doing.
Who the fuck is that guy?
You've got to be shitting me, bro.
Like, you're just running past somebody and he tries to make you flinch. Like, that is so annoying, bro. Like, does the cameraman know this guy, or is this just some random guy that just raised his arm against somebody?
It's a joke. I actually the stupid shit. Watch out, watch out.
Some companies are actually starting to stand up to the black fatigue, like Carnival Cruise. Carnival Cruise.
That neighbor is guilty.
Cruise is a cruise ship that somehow got overran by ghetto people. Anyways, this Carnival had changed their rules, and a lot of black people felt like these rule changes were targeting them, and they probably were. These rule changes included stuff like no marijuana allowed.
Dude, rules are not racist. Math is not racist. Statistics are not racist. You're just a shitty person, okay? This is unreal. Saying we have drug enforcement and black people saying that you're targeting us, that is what we call a self-fucking report, okay?
Out on board.
With these new rules and regulations from Carnival, I can guarantee you, they're about to F around and find out real soon.
A Bluetooth speaker ban. Guests may no longer play their own music in public areas. Carnival says the rules for comfort, but many may see racial bias in enforcement.
Like, dude, these people have to stop. Like, these people have to stop. You know, dude, this is crazy. I can't believe this is real. Everyone in chat is saying it. I'm sorry. I was gonna skip it, but everyone in chat's calling it out. Listen closely.
With these new rules and regulations from Carnival, I can guarantee.
Fucking smoke detector chirp. Like, how is this real? This is fucking diabolical, bro. Oh my god, dude. This is fucking crazy. Holy shit. Is it possible that that this guy's actually editing in? Okay, I'm sorry. We're looking it up. Carnival Cruise. All right, Carnival Cruise TikTok. I have to find the original one, bro. I have to. Oh my god, dude. There are thousands of videos complaining about this. How is this real life, bro? Dude, if saying no loud music is racist, then you're the fucking racist. Like, what are we doing here? Yeah, I'm actually in shock. I'm just scrolling literally through raging people complaining that they're racist. And they're all different people. Dude, I cannot find this one specifically. Yep, never mind. Can't find it. I don't think it's edited in. I really think it's real. I'll be honest. I really think it's real. All right, we're asking Grok. Who is this? Who is this? Come on, Grok. Let's go. All right, anyway, whatever. Never mind. Can't find it. Moving on. I think it's real.
They're about to F around and find out real soon.
A Bluetooth speaker ban. Guests may no longer play their own music in public areas. Carnival says the rule is for comfort, but many may see racial bias in enforcement. Mom, can we leave the cruise now? The blacks took out their Bluetooth speaker. A drink package enforcement.
That had to be added in. That would have had to, like, dude, that had to be added in. You are fucking with me. You are absolutely fucking with me now, okay? This shit's edited. He adds smoke chirps every clip. I'm sorry, man. That is diabolical, dude.
Reduced music genre options. Though not officially banned, hip-hop and rap appear to be quietly removed from many ships' playlists. DJs also reportedly declined guest requests now.
Energizer does not take any requests. Do not oppose her. Dancing is highly suggested.
And it seems like the normal black people actually saw this kind of coming.
Dude.
Sick of y'all. And before y'all get on here talking about some, oh, they racist, they hate black people. No, they hate niggas. That's what they hate. I hate them too.
Carnival was built to be the fun ship, not a rowdy ship, not the lit turn up cruise, the club.
The fightings, like the behaviors, like I don't understand it. Cause when you say I'm thinking about the ghetto-ness, the rowdy people.
And then, of course, there was the people who acted like this was an attack on their culture, which, in all fairness, it technically is, because your culture fucking sucks.
Oh my god!
They do not have to worry about me.
Damn.
We got the message.
Okay, he's fucking adding the chirping. I'm not, like, there's no fucking way, okay? We've gotta stop. We've gotta stop, bro. There's no way.
We are not your demographic anymore.
Yeah, honey, you're not fooling anybody with the soft piano music in the background. Like, you can't have soft piano music in the background and then show this.
Back up, my man. Back up. It's going down.
Let's do an update. Let's see how Carnival Cruise Line is doing.
I cannot believe he adds it in every video. I'm like losing it.
Because there was a lot of people in the comments saying, I can't wait to cruise Carnival now. Black fatigue. Let me show y'all a video I seen from somebody who's currently on Carnival Cruise Line right now.
Wow, so now that ghetto black people no longer board the boat, you are finally able to see the one white guy that was misbehaving. Congratulations.
Oh my god. Shocker, it turns out white people misbehave too. There's just, for some reason, a difference here. All right, we gotta see if there's a chirp.
Carnival does not have to worry about me. They do not have to worry about me. We got the message loud and clear. We are not your demographic anymore. So y'all.
Nice try, bro. That is diabolical.
Congratulations. Why do these people do this? Like, instead of taking accountability, yes, black people, black ghetto people were making fights on the boat. They're instead like, oh, you might have seen millions of black people acting up. But
hey, this is crazy. This is fucking horrible, dude. Oh my god, dude. Like, can you imagine going on a cruise and this shit just is happening? It's unreal.
Have you seen this one video of a white person doing the same thing? And at least he wasn't resisting arrest and went out with his dignity. White people will call Carnival Cruise ghetto, but then call this a good time. Wow. Everybody just enjoying each other and having a good time. No baboon noise. Okay. But like literally,
wow,
like, there's a time and place for everything. People singing along to a song at a festival. Like, what is wrong with that? Compare that to this. So we have black people at an airport or some kind of cruise.
No, dude, stop. You cannot be doing this in an airport. Like, what are we fucking doing?
Or something like that with a Bluetooth speaker, and they're literally forming a crowd dancing where people are trying to walk. Like, not only are they just dancing in the middle of where everybody's trying to walk, but they're like moving around while doing the dance. Like, they can't just stand still and dance, but no, they have to move around too and get in everybody's way. It reminds me of that one video where Bottom G was like dancing in the front of that guy that's trying to walk on the stairs. Here's them.
Yeah, Andrew Tate really was cooking that time. He was a bit fruity on that one. No, this is crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy that this is a thing. Like, you should know better. You absolutely should. Like, dude, can you not at least see why people will see this and be like, yeah, this is savage. Like, this is not a culture that I grew up in. Like, could you see why people are frustrated with this shit? Why people might be fatigued even, perhaps? And also, realistically, there's different rules for different fools. There really is.
Breaking out in a song at a restaurant in Paris. Like, imagine saving up for a family vacation and eating at a nice Paris cuisine, and then having to listen to this while you're trying to enjoy your meal. I guess this is the consequence.
Like, what about literally respect for your fellow people? Like, why not literally actually having respect for the people around you? Like, listen, man. It's Paris, so, like, whatever. Whoever's going to Paris is looking for a bad time anyway. There's way too many French people there. But, like, what are we doing?
Of niggas in Paris. Bro. We got a twerking at a graduation ceremony. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. This looks like they're at some kind of karaoke where, you know, singing happens. But goddamn, are they being so loud? Like, I thought karaoke was supposed to be for the one person whose turn it was.
Bro, this doesn't look like karaoke. This just looks like a hotel lobby where they brought a microphone. Not trying to be rude here, but that's kind of what it looks like.
Not the entire group.
Imagine being loud and fat, okay? Like, pick one, okay? Pick a struggle, bro.
And then compare that to white people at a festival. This reminds me of that one TikTok where black people were pretending to be...
Dude, you don't understand. You don't understand, man. Literally, growing up, like, the first fucking rule in the rule book was be respectful of your fellow, all right? I'm pretty sure it's even more than that. Hold up. Let me find it. Like, all right. So I could give you a million Bible verses for it. All right. So Leviticus 19:32. All right. How's that one? Stand up in the presence of the aged. Show respect for elderly people and revere your God. I am the Lord. Right? You see, you grow up with morals like this, and you're like, yeah, you know, that's an old person. I'll stand up. I'll give him my seat on the subway. I'll show respect to him. You know what? Not because of anything other than he's my fellow guy. He's an old dude. You know? Like, stuff like that. Right? There's another Leviticus quote. Let me find it. 19:18. That's another one. 19:18. All right. Leviticus 19:18. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against anyone among your people. Love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord. All right? Like, dude, this is basics. Like, this is basic ethics. Actual basic ethics, you know? Love your neighbor as yourself. Like, really, dude? Like, I don't know, man. It's like, I grew up on this, you know? So, for me, it's so... Like, if I'm loud in public, my mom would yell at me. It's like, you're bothering other people. What are you doing? You know? And it's mind-blowing. And if you're gonna act like an animal, then you're gonna raise your kid to be like an animal. You really are. And that shit's only gonna devolve over time. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
White on a hiking trip, and all they were doing was being overly polite. Also, have you ever noticed that some of these people have some kind of entitlement attitude?
What? Entitlement? That's all of socialism is entitlement. If you expect the government to pay for your shit, you're entitled. That should be a last resort. It really should. Right, but people don't look at it that way. Like, we saw that clip earlier of that one guy that's like, oh, I'm just going to have 8 kids and the government's going to pay for everything. Absolutely not. That is a last resort. What you should do is work your ass off to make something of yourself and become rich. Okay, do that instead. Okay, come on, dude.
He just walked out in front of traffic and then starts arguing with the driver.
No!
And I'm glad
Bro, this is like a beached whale, dude. Beached whale does not want to move out of the way.
Driver didn't hit her, not for her sake, but the damage she would have done to the car if the driver would have been abysmal.
Oh my God.
And then check this, she goes up to the car.
I hope the car is okay.
and kicks it. I would have been like, bitch, if you don't get your 300-pound ass off my car, like, get this. The average female white-tailed deer weighs 100 pounds.
Damn.
If you hit this woman, you would have done way more damage.
Bro, there's a Snorlax blocking the road. You got to get the pokey flute and everything, dude.
If you hit a deer. POV, a random family tries to bully you out of your cabana that you paid for.
Wait, what?
Yes, who you calling?
He heads the fucking chirp everywhere.
This lady doesn't even know what the word random means. Like, she had to be explained a word that I learned when I was in the 1st grade. Isn't this exactly what that Carmelo Anthony guy did? Where he went to some track meet.
Yeah, he sat in someone else's chair and the guy told him to move and then he literally stabbed him in the heart and killed him. And then he opened the GoFundMe and made $500,000 because people supported him murdering a white kid. You don't think that radicalizes people? You don't think that will make people fatigued for all this?
Tent went in there and when they was told to leave, he just stabbed somebody, allegedly. I'm still waiting to see how that case is going to turn out.
No, allegedly. He killed him. He murdered him, and he's going to jail.
Out.
What? Open the door.
Alright, put that down.
Okay.
You go ahead, put it over there.
You have active control. Don't touch me. You don't have the right to touch me. No, not on my.
She's literally robbing from you, bro. She's literally robbing from you, and then she hits you with the "you don't have the right to touch me." Well, listen, you obviously never read Exodus 22:2. Obviously, you never read 22:2. All right, listen, man. Exodus 22:2. If a thief is caught breaking in at night and is struck a fatal blow, the defender is not guilty of bloodshed. Listen, man, we obviously grew up in different societies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Fucking whoop her ass. No right to steal from you. Your property, that is yours, dude. Sorry, man. Scripture castral doctrine. Hell yeah, dude.
Go call him.
Based God.
Call him. Call him then.
She really threatened to call the police.
She threatened to call the police on someone trying to stop her from robbing him. Like, this is levels of retarded that normal people couldn't fathom.
Well, she's stealing. Like, the lack of accountability, the lack of self-awareness, and the audacity. Where do these people get their confidence from?
From their parents, or parent, rather, because their dad's probably not around. They probably get this audacity from their parent, their mom that doesn't actually give a shit.
Go ahead, call him.
Like, it's all fun and games for them. Like, they're laughing. Like, I think I even heard the security guard laughing with them. And funny enough, a friend of mine actually recently sent me an Instagram reel of a group of kids doing the exact same shit.
Yeah, I just showed this. Yep.
Yes, please call your mother so she can come here and have it easier for the police to arrest her for neglecting you.
Yeah, and that didn't happen, obviously. See, again, these people need to get punished for it. Absolutely. There's a reason why there's laws. To be enforced. It's not to just let this shit happen. And honestly, enforcing these laws and jailing a few people that do this, it will help society as a whole. All you're doing is allowing people to continue raising more people to become like this and fuck up their lives and make shit worse for everyone. Like, this is so sad, dude.
I don't even know what they said. Like, was that actually English?
Open up this door before we break this bitch.
Huh?
Break some up in this bitch. I got him. I would like that for you. Do not play with them.
And then when this store closes down and moves to a better neighborhood, they're gonna say it's racist, right? Wow, what a nice man. It looks like he's feeding the homeless and the impoverished. How could this ever go wrong?
Oh, God.
Wow, he even said please. What a polite fellow.
Yeah.
Here you go. Would you like a drink? Yes.
Huh?
See, guys, that's what we deal with around here. Sometimes people are super disrespectful.
The fact that this guy wasn't even...
What the fuck? Like literally why?
Even surprised and just was kind of expecting it is honestly really sad.
Dude. Oh my God, dude. Bro just walked in and yoinked one. Like, how? How are you like this?
No, guys, actually, it's okay. He's actually a black Israelite, and the backpack was promised to him 3,000 years ago.
True! Oh
if I'm walking down the street...
There's so many of those clips. That's crazy, dude. I saw this hilarious, this really fun... Let me see if I can find this clip. Dude, I love that meme. That meme is so good. Okay, I'm not finding it. Hold up. Yeah, here it is. I found it. This clip is fucking fire, dude. I love this clip. All right, so this dude goes up to this Hasidic Jewish guy to explain to him how black people are the real Jews, right? So this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
This might shock our world, but black people is the real Jews. Okay, so go. Do you know black people start wearing scissors?
And he's like, yo, start wearing the garb, dude. Start wearing the garb. Yeah, bro, do it. Yes. Go study the Bible. You're so right, King.
If you say that you're Jewish, start doing what the Bible says. Black people is the real Jews. Very good.
He's like, but black people are the real Jews. And he's like, good, that's amazing. That's amazing. Follow the Bible. Like, what the hell? What am I watching?
Following the Bible. Why you want to speak to
That is crazy. Oh my god, dude, this is dude. Brooklyn is truly a fascinating area, but no, I will never understand Brooklyn. He's rage baiting, but it's just not working.
I see a black man with a white woman.
What?
There's a
fucking chirp.
Weakness in him.
Ooh. What?
Something in him.
There's a black man with a white woman. There's a weakness in him. Dude, could you imagine dude, if a white guy would say this, they would be called a white nationalist, racist, supremacist. Okay, if a white guy said, if a white guy has a black girlfriend, they're weak, whatever. They would be ostracized from society.
Him is weak.
No, actually, she's right. It takes a very, very strong man to deal with this in a relationship.
It takes one to know. Oh my God.
Don't forget this one, too.
Hey, hold on real quick. What's your switch talking about?
No, you're right. It takes a very mentally strong person to deal with that almost 24/7 in your daily life if you're going to have a partner like this. While I was editing this video, these kids from earlier, their older sister...
Yep, they made a response video.
...sister actually saw that they went viral, and they made a new video addressing the people that were talking about them in the comments.
Okay, so please, Can people stop saying they mama, they can't afford food, our mama can't afford it. The ball. We fully dressed.
We rich.
Well, it looks like your mom is doing the bare
Also, you didn't even learn English. Why are you talking like this?
Minimum, since you're wearing the same clothes that you were wearing weeks ago, and you also have raggedy ass haircuts, and you were out at night with no supervision. So obviously nobody was watching your asses.
And that was not food inside the bag, that was toys.
And if it was, yeah, that's
it wasn't food, it was toys, guys. Good news, guys. They were robbing the store for toys. Future scientists and engineers, ladies and gentlemen.
Y'all like the fuck.
No, she actually said that perfectly. That was actually really articulate of her. Yeah, and if it was, yeah, no, yo, the fuck. I couldn't have said it better. Ma'am, this is a first world country. You're
just shoulder slammed her? Dude, what the fuck? Like, literally for no reason. Because of white oppression, obviously. I mean, her great-great-grandparents were literally slaves. Like, to be fair. Like, in her defense, absolutely. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why are we dealing with this shit? Like, absolutely. This is insane. Like, fix your shit.
Ma'am, this is a first world country. You're supposed to say, excuse me, and if you bump into somebody, you say sorry. Even Unc over here is flabbergasted. Like, what's her problem? I just want to end this video saying that these are just examples that I've seen.
True, this is all anecdotal until you realize that it's also suspiciously, literally statistic.
Across the internet, and it's really not that hard to come across this kind of stuff. This isn't even everything. This isn't everything that I wanted to show, but...
No, there's millions of clips. You don't understand how many you have to scroll through to find this. I really think there are cultural problems, and again, I have nothing against black people, obviously. I even have a black friend or two. You see that? Anti-racist right here. That's right. Absolutely. But realistically, I want you guys to fix your shit. I want you guys to find God. I want you guys to... stop giving excuses to people to hate black people. And I want youths to stop attacking people in public, all right? What the fuck are we doing, guys? Like, what are we doing, all right? And then, the fucking woke media is going to play defense and run defense for you guys also. Like, it is insufferable. And the fatigue is absolutely real. Because if you are going to be babied by society, then you're going to act like babies sometimes, you know?
Fortunately, I can't be showing fights, shootings, hit and run with cars on YouTube. Oh, and smoking crack. I can't show that either on YouTube.
Yeah, true.
Smoking crack in a Popeyes. I came across a video where a guy was doing that, and I was like, Nah, let's not add that one. Let's not risk it.
Bro's walking like he has a WNBA dildo up his ass.
I'm not racist. I love black people. I don't like the ghetto people. And it just so happens to be that a lot of the ghetto people are black. But before we end the video, I want to run some clips that just didn't really fit in the video, but I still wanted to include them.
Y'all gotta work with me. I got one broke thumb, so I really can't,
But my mommy don't got a car.
You just told 121 people my business.
Okay, she doesn't have a car.
What?
That's no...
Okay, so she doesn't have a car. The kid says you don't have a car, and she gets furious.
Problem. You know, I see cars nowadays as a luxury that, you know...
Yeah, a lot of people don't have cars,
Not
right?
everybody's gonna have a car, but man, that smoke detector beam...
Wait, that was real? Wait, no. Wait, that was real? There's no way. Stop. Wait, he didn't add that in post?
You know, not everybody's gonna have a car, but man, that smoke detector beam.
No.
I'll be honest with you guys. I was editing smoke detector beeps throughout this entire video. This one I didn't do.
Oh my, that's comedic. That is cinema. That is cinema.
I'm serious.
Oh.
Mystery alien spacecraft could launch attack on Earth in November, says new study. Here is our scientists in the field right now.
Okay.
That ain't no street light, bro. That's a UFO.
Oh, no, dude. Oh.
This a f***ing street light right here.
Bro.
This a street light. That ain't no f***ing street light.
Oh my God, dude.
The hood gets LED street lights for the first time.
This is crazy. This is like National Geographic. The hood gets LEDs. What is
Dear
that?
God.
What is that? There was a roach just living there. Oh,
That'd be fake. Please let that just be some prop that they put in there just for like attention on the internet. Please, that is so disgusting.
Because I get 3 kids.
So listen, I am a Jewish man, so obviously all of my relatives are doctors and lawyers. I'm gonna tell you something diabolical. So I have a family member that's a doctor that saw a patient, a youth, and this youth went deaf on one ear. Originally, my relative, the doctor, thought that it was earwax and removed a full cockroach that curled up and died in the youth's ear. And then the youth could hear from both ears. Anyway, moving on.
And food stamps, so what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills.
Y'all mad because I'm a fucking beep. Y'all mad because I'm a mom of 7 kids with $3K in food stamps and housing. Like, these people, like, actual parasites. Like, this is parasitic behavior. Why don't you contribute to society? Why don't you do something? This is fucking horrible. Like, you're raising your kids. You are raising your kids to do this. You are literally raising your children to become parasites. This is tragic shit. Like, were you not built for this environment or something? Like, America's the best country on the planet. What are we doing?
No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks.
That's a grown-ass man, ma'am. What?
My son over there shows like a 47-year-old kid.
What is his excuse? Get a job, nigga.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was a good video. I'm gonna link it in the description, obviously. But nah, realistically, I really appreciate all you guys being here. I hope you realize that this very mean-spirited, evil, horrifying video that I did was actually done with only the best of intentions, all right? I'm looking out here for my fellow humans with this one, all right? All humans of all colors, shapes, and sizes. Unless they're too big, all right? Humans up to a certain size, but all colors. That's what I have to say. Make something of yourself. Contribute. Do something. Work. Get a job. Work hard. Follow the laws. Read the Bible. God damn. Find God. Find God. Do not expect people to give you everything and do something of yourself. And the media is not doing anyone favors. They are not. Donald Trump called them youths, okay? The media, the woke judges that are letting these people off, you are not helping. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed. If you are fatigued, leave a like. If you are not fatigued, also leave a like. Definitely subscribe. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.